My brothers and my sisters, every sunrise is not just the beginning of another day. It is the opening of a door, the turning of a page, the invitation of heaven saying, you have another chance. But how you step through that door, how you write that page, how you answer that invitation, that will determine whether you live the day by accident or on assignment. See, too many people roll out of bed carrying yesterday's chaos, yesterday's pain, yesterday's disappointment. And when you carry yesterday into today, you forfeit the gift of peace and the promise of purpose. If you want peace, you can't wait for the world to give it to you, because the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Peace starts when you learn to quiet the storm inside of you, before you check the news, before you scroll your phone, before you let the noise of the world tell you who you are. You've got to pause, breathe, and remember who you are created to be. And if you want purpose, you've got to stop living on autopilot. Purpose doesn't just happen. Purpose is intentional. Purpose is when you get up in the morning and say, I am not here by accident. I am not here just to survive. I am here to live, to serve, to grow, to make a difference. So tomorrow morning, before your feet touch the floor, I dare you to speak peace into your spirit. I dare you to speak clarity into your mind. I dare you to remind yourself that this day is not a burden. It is a blessing. Wake up not with worry but with worship. Wake up not with fear but with focus. Wake up not with complaints but with gratitude, because when peace governs your heart and purpose guides your steps, there is no limit to what you can overcome and no ceiling on what you can achieve. So let us rise each day with peace in our souls and purpose in our stride, because the world is waiting on the very best version of you. Every sunrise is not just the breaking of light through the darkness. It is the whisper of eternity. A chance to rise, another chance to forgive, another chance to heal, another chance to build, another chance to dream again. Don't waste it. Don't take it lightly. Don't think that the breath in your body and the beat in your chest are automatic. They are evidence that you are still on assignment. Do you realize how many people did not wake up this morning? How many people would give anything for the chance you have right now? The very fact that your eyes opened, that your lungs filled with air, that your heart kept beating, is proof that your story is not over. And yet, some of us treat the day as though it is nothing more than another 24 hours to endure. We drag ourselves out of bed, complain about what's wrong, and go through the motions like robots on repeat. But this is not living, this is existing, and you were not created merely to exist. You were created to live with intention. Every day is a new page in the book of your life. What are you writing today? Is it a chapter filled with regret and procrastination, or is it a chapter marked by growth and courage? You have the pen in your hand, you decide. The enemy of your soul would love to keep you trapped in the past, replaying your mistakes, rehearsing your failures, reliving your pain. Why? Because if you stay chained to yesterday, you will never step into the promise of today. But I came to remind you, the past is not a prison, it is a teacher. Learn the lesson, but don't repeat the sentence. When you rise in the morning, don't let yesterday's failure speak louder than today's possibilities. Don't let yesterday's tears drown out today's joy. Don't let yesterday's confusion rob you of today's clarity. This is the day you have been given, don't waste it. Some of you are still step. Every day is a seed, and what you plant in the soil of today will become the harvest of your tomorrow. If you plant negativity, you'll reap frustration. If you plant procrastination, you'll reap regret. But if you plant faith, if you plant gratitude, if you plant courage, you'll reap strength, joy, and breakthrough. So, rise each morning with an open heart and a ready spirit. Don't wake up defeated. Don't wake up bitter. Don't wake up rehearsing the same story of failure. Wake up with the expectation that today can be different. Today can be better. Today can be the day you turn the page and walk into a new chapter of your destiny. Remember this. Every day you wake up, you are standing in the middle of possibility. The sun doesn't just rise, it rises on you. The light doesn't just break the darkness, it shines on you. The opportunity isn't just out there somewhere, it's right in front of you, waiting for you to seize it. Don't let this day slip through your fingers. Treat it like the miracle it is, because every sunrise is proof that you've been given another chance. And what you do with that chance is up to you. You can search the whole world for peace, but if you don't have it inside, you'll never find it outside. Too many of us are waiting for circumstances to calm down, waiting for people to act right, waiting for the storms of life to stop before we allow ourselves to breathe. But peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of stillness within your soul, even while the storm is raging all around you. Somebody under the sound of my voice knows what it's like to be surrounded by chaos, family chaos, financial chaos, emotional chaos, and yet still feel that quiet strength deep down inside that says, I will not be moved. That's peace. That's the kind of peace you can't buy in a store, can't find in a bottle, can't scroll to on your phone. That peace is not given by the world, and it cannot be taken by the world. But here's the struggle. Most of us wake up every morning and reach for our phones before we reach for our own souls. We check the headlines, we check the messages, we check the notifications. And we wonder why anxiety sits in the driver's seat before the day even begins. We're letting outside noise dictate our inside reality. But if you want true peace, you've got to flip that order. Before you let the world speak into you, you've got to speak peace into yourself. Peace is a choice. Peace is discipline. Peace is not a feeling that falls on you. It's a decision you make every single morning. Today, I will not let my mind be ruled by worry. Today, I will not let my heart be hijacked by fear. Today, I will not give my joy away to circumstances I cannot control. Now hear me, I'm not saying life won't throw things at you. Bills are real, betrayal is real, sickness is real, conflict is real. But if you wait for everything to be perfect before you allow yourself to rest, you will never rest. There will always be something trying to steal your peace. That's why you've got to guard it like treasure, because that's what it is. Have you ever noticed how quickly peace can be snatched? One text message, one phone call, one unexpected bill, one argument, and suddenly your chest is tight, your mind is racing, your spirit is unsettled. That's why you can't leave your peace unprotected. You've got to anchor it deep down inside of you. Think about a boat on the water. When the waves rise, when the storm hits, the only thing keeping that boat from drifting is its anchor. Your peace is your anchor. Without it, you'll drift with every problem, tossed by every storm, carried away by every situation. But with it, you can stand firm and steady, even when the winds howl and the waters rise. Some of you have been waiting for peace to show up like a visitor knocking on your door. But peace doesn't come to visit, it comes to dwell. Peace doesn't just come when the music is right, when the candles are lit, when the atmosphere is perfect. Peace comes when you make room for it inside your own spirit. And let me tell you this, protecting your peace will sometimes mean disappointing people. It will mean setting boundaries. It will mean saying no when everything in you wants to say yes. It will mean walking away from drama, refusing to engage in gossip, choosing silence over arguing with fools, because if you don't learn how to protect your peace, the world will rob you of it every single day. But oh, when you do, when you learn to wake up in the morning and silence the noise, when you learn to ground yourself in gratitude before you face the day, when you learn to speak calm to your own soul, then nothing and no one can stop you. Peace is not passive, it is powerful. Peace gives you clarity, peace gives you strength, peace gives you wisdom. Have you ever noticed that the worst decisions are made in panic, but the best decisions are made in peace? Because peace clears the fog, centers your focus, and allows you to see what panic tries to hide. So I dare you, before you check the world, check in with yourself. Before you step into the noise, step into the silence. Before you let the storms outside dictate your day, let the stillness inside set the tone. Peace wander without direction. You are not designed just to breathe air, pay bills, and wait to die. You are crafted with a divine blueprint, etched with meaning, and called into existence with assignment in your DNA. But that assignment will not activate itself. You must rise every morning and choose to walk in it. See, purpose is not about luck, it's about intention. It's about waking up and declaring, I am not here by accident. I am not here just to pass time. I am here on mission. I am here to impact. I am here to build. I am here to grow. I am here to leave this world better than I found it. The danger is that many of us confuse activity with purpose. We think being busy means being purposeful, but you can be busy and still barren. You can be running fast and going nowhere. You can fill your calendar with tasks and still feel empty in your heart. Purpose is not about how much you do, it's about why you do it. When you live with purpose, every step counts, every conversation matters. Every decision is weighed against the bigger picture of what you were created to do. And when you live like that, life becomes sharper, clearer, fuller. Now, let me speak to somebody who feels like they've wasted too much time. You may say, I'm too old, I've made too many mistakes, I've missed too many opportunities. But hear me, if you still have breath in your body, you still have purpose in your future. Purpose does not expire. Purpose does not retire. Purpose does not run out because of your past. Purpose is waiting on you to get serious, to get focused, to get intentional. Living with purpose means saying no to distractions. It means you don't let everyone pull you in every direction. It means you stop trying to live everybody else's life and finally commit to living your own. Purpose requires focus, and focus requires discipline. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to drift into distraction, hours spent scrolling, energy wasted on gossip, time lost in fear and worry? And yet, when you set your mind on purpose, when you lock in on what you're called to do, suddenly your life gains traction. Suddenly your steps align. Suddenly your decisions begin to make sense. Because purpose is not about chance, it's about choice. Every single morning you choose to walk in it or to wander away from it. But here's the beautiful part. When you choose purpose, you don't just bless yourself, you bless others. Purpose is never selfish. Purpose is about contribution, it's about impact, it's about pouring into people, serving where you are, shining your light in the dark places, using what you've been given to make a difference. Think about it. A river does not drink its own water. A tree does not eat its own fruit. A lamp does not shine for itself. In the same way, your purpose is not just for you. It's for somebody else. Somebody needs your gift. Somebody needs your words. Somebody needs your example. Somebody needs your courage, and you cannot afford to hide it. You cannot afford to postpone it. You cannot afford to wait for a better season to finally step into it. Because while you're waiting, someone else is hurting. While you're hesitating, someone else is searching. While you're delaying, someone else is praying for what you already carry inside of you. So I challenge you, stop waiting for purpose to come find you. Get up and pursue it. Get up and live it. Get up and walk in it. Don't waste another day drifting when you were born to be directed. Don't waste another morning wandering when you were designed to be intentional. Wake up tomorrow and declare with boldness, this is the day I walk in my assignment. This is the day I live on mission. This is the day I stop existing and start living with intention. Because when you live with purpose, every day has meaning. Every struggle has a lesson, every victory has a reason, and life itself becomes not a burden to carry but a calling to fulfill. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up with chaos in your mind, you will carry that chaos into every conversation, every decision, every interaction. If you wake up rehearsing problems, you will attract more problems. If you wake up already defeated, the day will echo the defeat you spoke over yourself. But if you wake up with focus, if you begin the day by centering your spirit, aligning your thoughts, and declaring your intention, then the day will begin to bend in the direction of your focus. The enemy of your soul knows this, which is why he attacks your mornings. That's why you feel tempted to grab your phone before you grab your peace. That's why distractions scream for your attention before you've even had a chance to breathe. Because if your focus is scattered at the start, your purpose will be scattered all day long. You've got to be deliberate about the way you start your mornings. Before you let the noise of the world in, let gratitude fill your spirit. Before you scroll through bad news, remind yourself of the good news. That you are alive, you are here, you still have breath, you still have a chance. Gratitude sharpens your vision. Gratitude reminds you that even if you don't have everything you want, you still have enough to work with. You see, focus is not just about what you look at, it's about what you choose not to look at. Focus is not only fixing your eyes on the goal, it's refusing to be distracted by everything that does not serve your destiny. Every morning, you've got two choices. You can focus on what's missing, or you can focus on what's possible. You can focus on the problems, or you can focus on the opportunities. You can focus on the weight of yesterday, or you can focus on the promise of today. The power is in your focus. Some of you wake up rehearsing negativity. You wake up thinking about who hurt you, what you lost, what you don't have, what went wrong. And as a result, you carry that energy into the day. But if you shift your focus, if you wake up saying, this is the day I will grow, this is the day I will build, this is the day I will find joy in small things and strength in big challenges, then your life begins to follow the direction of your words. Life is like a camera. Wherever you point it, that's what you capture. If you point it at problems, you'll collect a gallery of stress. If you point it at gratitude, you'll collect a gallery of blessings. The question is, where are you aiming your focus? And let me tell you something powerful. Focus is contagious. If you start your day with clarity, with calm, with determination, it doesn't just affect you. It spills onto everyone around you. Your family feels it, your co-workers notice it, strangers sense it, because a focused spirit carries a presence that cannot be ignored. But you must protect that focus. Don't let petty arguments steal it. Don't let fear hijack it. Don't let comparison dilute it. Protect your focus like a warrior guards his weapon, because it is the key to your victory. Have you ever noticed that the most successful people, the most grounded people, the most impactful people are not those who have the least problems? They are the ones who know how to control their focus. Problems don't destroy them because their focus keeps them anchored. Distractions don't derail them because their focus keeps them aligned. Setbacks don't stop them because their focus keeps them moving forward. So tomorrow morning, I dare you to start differently. Don't grab the phone, don't rush into the noise. Take a moment to breathe, take a moment to center yourself, take a moment to set your focus. Say it out loud if you must. Today I choose peace, today I choose gratitude, today I choose purpose, today I choose progress. Because your day will follow your declaration, your life will follow your focus. Don't let the world decide how your day begins. Don't let negativity write the first chapter of your morning. You hold the pen, you set the tone, you choose the focus. And when you begin each day aligned, centered, and intentional, you don't just start the day, you set the day. And once you set it right, no storm, no problem, no distraction has the power to throw you off course. There's a difference between surviving and living. Survival is about getting through the day. Living is about shaping the day. Survival is about keeping your head above water. Living is about learning how to swim, how to navigate, how to move with strength and direction. Survival says, I just want to make it. Living says, I want to make it matter. Far too many of us wake up with a survival mentality. We drag ourselves out of bed thinking, if I can just get through this job, if I can just make it through these bills, if I can just deal with these people, that's survival, and survival may keep you breathing, but it will never allow you to flourish. You were not created just to survive. You were created to make an impact. Survival is reactive. It waits to see what life throws at you, and then you scramble to deal with it. Impact is proactive. It wakes up and declares, I will shape this day, I will contribute, I will leave something behind that outlives me. When you live in survival mode, you are always on defense. You're protecting, you're guarding, you're shielding, you're just trying not to lose. But when you live for impact, you move on a fence. You're building, you're sowing, you're influencing, you're creating, you're transforming. Some of you have been stuck in survival for so long that you don't even realize it. You've gotten used to it, you've gotten used to living paycheck to paycheck, you've gotten used to fighting fires every day, you've gotten used to barely having enough strength to make it through, but just because you've been in survival doesn't mean you have to stay there. Survival is a season, but it is not a destiny, and if you're still here, it's because your story is not finished. There's more in you than just making it. There's vision in you, there's creativity in you. There's leadership in you, there's wisdom in you, but you'll never tap into it until you lift your mindset from survival to impact. Impact asks bigger questions. Impact asks, who can I help today? Whose life can I touch? How can I serve? How can I make this place better because I showed up? Because purpose is never about just you, it's always about others. Think about the people you admire, the people who have inspired you, the people whose names still echo through time. None of them are remembered because they survived. They are remembered because they impacted. They spoke words that shifted hearts. They created ideas that shaped nations. They lived in such a way that their lives became a seed for someone else's harvest. That same potential is in you, maybe not to change the whole world, but to change your world, to change your home, to change your community, to change the atmosphere wherever you step. That is impact. But it starts with a decision to stop asking, how can I just get by? And start asking, how can I leave something behind? A decision to stop measuring success by what you have and start measuring it by what you give. A decision to stop waiting for life to improve and start improving the lives around you. And let me tell you something. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be perfect to make an impact. All you have to do is be willing. A smile can be impact. A kind word can be impact. A helping hand can be impact. Sometimes the smallest actions echo the loudest in someone else's life. The truth is, you are already impacting people, whether you realize it or not. The question is, what kind of impact are you leaving? Are you draining people or pouring into them? Are you spreading negativity or planting hope? Are you dimming the room when you walk in or lighting it up with your presence? Survival is about you. Impact is about others, and when you start living for others, when you start living to give, to uplift, to inspire, you'll find out that your own life grows richer, fuller, deeper. Because true fulfillment is never found in what you take, it's found in what you give. So rise tomorrow not with the thought, I hope I can make it through, but with the declaration, I will make a difference. Don't just survive the day, shape it. Don't just endure impact, because when you live with that mindset, your life stops being a struggle and starts being a legacy. Peace by itself is beautiful, purpose by itself is essential, but when you put peace and purpose together, you ignite power. Real power, not the kind the world gives, not the kind that's here today and gone tomorrow, but the kind that makes you unshakable, unstoppable, unmovable. See, peace without purpose can make you comfortable but stagnant. You may feel calm, but without direction, you're just sitting still. Purpose without peace can make you driven but restless. You're chasing, you're grinding, but you have no stillness in your soul. But when peace and purpose join hands, you become a force that nothing can break. Peace keeps you centered, purpose keeps you moving, peace steadies your heart, purpose directs your steps. Together, they give you power to rise above the noise, to endure the storms, to push through resistance, and to keep going when others quit. This is why the enemy works so hard to rob you of peace and blind you from purpose. If he can keep you anxious, you'll never find focus. If he can keep you distracted, you'll never step into assignment. Because he knows that a person with peace and purpose is dangerous. Dangerous to fear, dangerous to doubt, dangerous to anything that tries to hold them back. When you walk in peace and purpose, you stop being reactive to life and start being proactive in life. You're not just tossed by waves. You start directing the ship. You're not just taking blows. You're throwing them back. You're not just surviving. You're building, creating, impacting, transforming. Think about it. When your heart is calm, you can hear clearly. When your spirit is steady, you can see clearly. Peace clears away the fog, and once the fog is gone, purpose shows you where to go. That's power, because now you're not moving blindly, you're moving intentionally. This power doesn't mean you won't face storms. It doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It doesn't mean life will always be smooth. No, the storms will come, the winds will blow, the battles will rage. But when peace anchors you and purpose drives you, you can face anything and still keep moving. Do you know what happens when peace and purpose combine? Your why becomes stronger than your what. The reason you fight becomes greater than the fight itself. The reason you endure becomes greater than the weight you carry. That's why people with peace and purpose can endure what would break others. They're not fueled by circumstance, they're fueled by calling. Peace plus purpose equals power, power to overcome, power to influence. Power to create, power to lead, power to love when it's easier to hate, power to forgive when it's easier to stay bitter, power to keep going when everything in you says quit, and listen, this power isn't loud. It doesn't always show up with fireworks or applause. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, consistent. It's the power of a mind that won't be shaken, the power of a spirit that won't give up, the power of a life that refuses to live beneath its calling. Some of you are living with one but not the other. You've found peace, but you don't know your purpose, or you've found purpose, but you have no peace. That's why you feel incomplete. That's why something in you is restless. But the moment you bring the two together, the moment you align inner calm with outer calling, you'll discover a strength you never knew you had. That strength is not about dominance, it's about resilience. It's about walking into rooms with confidence, not arrogance. It's about facing obstacles with faith instead of fear. It's about knowing deep in your soul, I am anchored, I am assigned, and I am powerful. So as you rise each morning, don't just seek peace. Don't just seek purpose, seek both. Quiet your soul, then clarify your mission. Center your heart, then chart your path. And when you step out into the world carrying both, you will not just make it through the day, you will shape it. You will not just endure life, you will empower others through it. Because peace without purpose may keep you calm, and purpose without peace may keep you busy. But peace and purpose together will make you powerful.